Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Tinubu in fresh trouble. Angry Nigerian citizens take over the streets. Ask for Tinubu's arrest for doing this. See the reasons. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. My people, if you have not given us a thumbs up, this will be a good time to do so. And please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much. We really appreciate you. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, the leader of APC, we are hearing that people are going on the streets and saying they want him to be arrested. They want Tinubu to come to be brought to justice as a result of some things that have been happening. Don't forget that this man controls Lagos, not just himself. His wife and his children are the ones in the aim of affair that determines what happens. Nigerians, we need to be careful. And we need to watch, because what is happening is unbecoming these days, where politicians begin to infringe on, fundamental rights of the people, giving not others chances to rule, but taking over the political setting that is supposed to be democratic. Let's get into the news and get all the details. Tinubu in fresh trouble. Angry Nigerian citizens take over the streets. Ask for Tinubu's arrest for doing this. Trouble. The sound of trouble and the drums are rolling out for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu as some angry Nigerians takes to the streets in Abuja to protest over 2 billion vans spotted at Bola Tinubu's residence in Lagos, Nigeria's commercial city. AmDonionLine.com recall that an image of 2 billion vans heading into Tinubu's Biradium residence surfaced online prior to 2010 general election. Tinubu's Biradium residence is in Ikoyi, Lagos State. Reacting to the development at the same time, Tinubu, who is the national chairman of the All Progressive Congress APC Nigeria ruling party, has said he was neither a government contractor nor a worker with any government practitioner, and that there is no iota of truth in the allegations that he has 2 billion vans in his house distributing money. Tinubu has said, I am not a government contractor and I don't have billion vans because I don't store ballot papers. If I may ask, where am I voting now? This is not my house. I don't work with any government agencies. And let everyone come out to say that I am taking contracts from the government of President Muhammadu Buhari in the last 4 years. There has been no such thing. They should prove it if I am the owner of this valiant buses they are talking about. And the commitment to any party. I am a statesman. I commit to my party. Even if I have the money to spray in the premises, what is anybody's problem or headache? Since I don't run for government, I am spending my money as I like, and I have worked for every naira. So if I please, I can give it to the people free of charge, as long as I am not committing an offense or buying votes. I want to ask, who are those watching my house to see what I am doing? They must be brought to justice. They are liars, he said. However, a year and some months after the incident, Nigerians took to the streets to protest, demanding the arrest of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. The protests can be seen with different banner and papers with inscription, corruption. We demand Asiwaju Bola Tinubu's investigation and corruption. When will Nigeria change? Vans be investigated, among others saying, being displayed on their writings of their boards spread across. Well, Nigerians, this is what is happening. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is in the news again as government people civilians are going on the streets, not even in Lagos, in Abuja, to say this man should be investigated. Don't forget that the person of Ibrahim Mogo is being under investigation currently as we speak as a result of misappropriations of funds. I don't know how Nigerian government officials get so much money under 2 years, 3 years that they get into political power. Well, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is not one of those who has been exempted from a lot of, wealth being gained from being a government official. Well, people said they saw 2 billion van. If you know those vans, they are quite big, massive like this, and cost quite a lot of money. They said it was spotted in Asiwaju Bola Tinubu's house, and they are taking to the streets to call for the probe of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. The man is saying, my people, if I spend the money, he said, I'm not a government contractor, and I'm not collecting money from anybody. So if I spend my money, I spend my money. He went further to say that they should come and prove how they found him collecting this spray money. That who are those watching his house? And even if he sprays the money, it's his money, and he's not using it to buy votes. My people, we should stop allowing politicians to mislead us or to misguide us. We need to stand up for our right and speak on integrity. Enough of collecting peanuts from politicians, and at the end of the day, we suffer the long run for it. Look at the road, Lagos Benin Express Road. What is happening to that road? All because some of us have taken money for politicians that we should not take from. We should insist that some things be done. Guess what? This will tie them, and they will what? Get to work and make sure things are done decently and in order. When we keep taking money and thinking that we are just jeopardizing the future of our children, we need to seriously get out of this, this poverty mentality. Or again, if you look at it, it's not, I kind of understand, because many people have become gullible, because of the way the government have done. People, when you just see that money, say, let me take my own, because you don't know when next you will get it. It's not supposed to be so. The government is supposed to put a fair ground for everybody. Take, for instance, see what we heard today. See what we heard today, that jobs that are coming, there is job employment opportunity that will be on very soon. But guess what? These job opportunities has been allotted to senators, ministers, and what have you. So they only give to their people. That is the rich getting richer. Those around them have a job. Why those other Nigerians, no job? If you don't know any senator, you don't know anybody, man, that's your cup of tea. That's your cup of tea. That is what the government is telling us. You say, well, I'm sorry, but not sorry. That's what they are telling us. I can tell you, with what we are saying, that is what it is. They've allocated all the jobs that are coming very soon to their own people. And they've left Nigerians, the common man on the street, out of it. What about those who went to school, who are genuine, who are willing, who have read, who have, prepared for a time such as this? How do you encourage them? How do you tell them, go to school and read? When the government is not encouraging anybody, that hard work pays. When the government is committing evil in broad daylight, what do you say? These are some of the things that are happening today in Nigerian economy as we speak. These are what is happening. This is what is happening right now as we speak. And that's why we are saying, Nigerians, let's stop being gullible to these people. We are coming out in the media to say, Nigerians, know your rights. Don't allow anybody to push you left, right, and center. No. Know what your rights are. Stand up for what is true. Stand up for justice. Don't allow yourself to be pushed around. After all, we eat this money and that's it, and it's gone. What about integrity? What about leadership? What about moving forward? We must stand up. We must stand up for the truth. We must stand up for the truth. We must not allow anybody to push us around. You have a voice, use it. That's why we are crying. Whatever is happening today, you have a responsibility not to allow these people to just infringe on your fundamental human rights. You have a responsibility to make sure that these people are brought to book. How do we do that? We do that by you subscribing, liking, and sharing. What does that do? It helps the news to travel far. It helps everybody all over the nations of the world. Remember today, it's not like in those days. This is not 1972. Whatever you put on the internet, it goes far all over the nations of the world. And guess what? The world today is a global village. As soon as we post a news, as soon as we put it out, everybody gets access to it. Everybody. And they are wondering, really? Is this what is going on with the Nigerian government and the UN? Other nations of the world. Human rights can pick it up and say, well, let's investigate and find out. For if you keep quiet, silence, they say, is a consensus that everything is fine. But when you speak, it shows that you are not contented with what is happening. What do you think? Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless you. Have a fantastic day. Bye for now.